Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a full review of the Fluvial Chi 5-gallon tank. I've had that now for about a year and a half, so I feel like that's a solid amount of time to be able to give a full review of it. Now this obviously isn't the tank, this is actually my enclosure for my snake, but it's just a better backdrop for filming. I decided to give the tank an overall score of 6 out of 10. Which isn't very good, but I'll go into why I gave it that. So how I got my score was I did it like with categories. So based on the aesthetics, so the looks of it, the filter, lighting, durability, and then cleaning and use. So how easy is it to clean, and how easy is it to just use it. And so when I bought it about a year and a half ago, it was $62.99, which is the same price that it is now for sale, and I got it from Petco. So for aesthetic, I gave it a 10 out of 10 because it really is just a beautiful, beautiful tank. It's really attractive looking. It's nice and neat and clean, and it's small and compact, and it looks like you could display it in like a living room. That's how they have it on the box even. So the aesthetic is beautiful. You can't tell that there's a filter or light because it almost has like this fountain thing. Overall, the aesthetic is great and it's a beautiful, beautiful tank. So I gave it 10 out of 10 for that. So the next thing to talk about is the filter, and I gave that score a 5 out of 10 because the filter just like really, really sucks. It barely keeps the tank clean. It has a little flow, which is nice if you have like fish that don't like a lot of flow, or plants, or even if you just don't have anything in it. Like the flow is really great. The flow is really, there's like a lack of flow actually. There's like no flow, but that's fine. The filter just sucks and it's really hard to clean, which I'll go into later. Within like a week, you already kind of have to do like a water change, or it looks like you need to do a water change because the water's dirty. There's always algae and stuff. Like the filter just doesn't work very well. When you unplug the filter, it just shoots all the bad stuff back into the water. And I'm like, what the hell? Because you have to turn off the filter anytime you clean the tank, and every time you decide to do that, it just like shoots out all the bad stuff. So that's why I gave the filter a 5 out of 10. The next thing is lighting, and the lighting I gave a 5 out of 10 also because the lighting sucks. There is no light. It's a really, really small light, and that's fine. Low light is cool, you know. I didn't have plants until recently anyway, so that didn't really bother me that much. But when I did decide to get plants, algae just ruined the tiny little light, and it was like filthy, and it just like barely even worked. It was ridiculous, and it's also really hard to turn on. There's like a switch in the back, and every time you do it, it's like easy to tilt the filter. That's just a small thing, so we got a light where we could have a timer on it now, which is way better. But just the light kind of sucks, and it just gets covered in algae really fast. So that's why I gave it a 5 out of 10. So the next category is durability, and I sadly gave that a score of 5 out of 10 as well. So after 8 months of having it and taking really good care of it and cleaning it and treating it right, I had to replace the light. And it sucks because, well, actually it doesn't suck. It's really cool that the filter and light come together. It's really easy, and it's just nice when you buy it because you don't have to buy any of the extra stuff. But at the same time, when the light breaks, it really sucked because then you have to replace the filter too. And the filters are expensive to replace, like the entire little filter and light cube. It cost $50, and the tank was $60. So I was like, should I just buy a new tank? But what did I do? I bought the filter and light cube anyway because I really liked the tank and I was worried about my betta fish. And so that was kind of frustrating because I'm like, really, I had it for 8 months and the light already broke. So that's why I gave the durability 5 out of 10. And then lastly, the cleaning and use. So I gave this a 5 out of 10 as well because the only reason I even got a 5 is because it's really easy to use. Like for a beginner, if you buy the tank, all you need to do is buy a heater, and you might not even need to buy a heater depending on the type of fish that you get or whatever you put in the tank. So if you don't need a heater, then it's great because it's $60 and you get this really cool, really nice, clean looking tank, and it has everything in it, and it's really easy to use. All you have to do is plug it in, and then you just turn the light switch on and off, and that's all it is. So it's really easy. It's pretty good for beginners, I would say, as long as you have fish in there that don't create a lot of waste. And are okay, I guess, without a heater, unless you want to invest in a heater, which I did because I had a betta fish in it. And I had just one betta fish, and the filter didn't even work good enough to clean up this tank. So anyway, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the cleaning and the ease of use. So it is easy to use, I will give it that. However, the cleaning is ridiculously hard, and I showed you guys it, which I'll play right now. So here's the filter and light cube for the Fluvial Chi. So this is like the fountain thing that I was talking about. So it splurts out cleaner water through here. When you flip it on the other side though, here's the tiny light. This is light. So what happens is these little balls get covered with algae and then the light's instantly dull. So to clean it, you take this off, and then normally there's a filter pad here, but I took mine out because it was so gross. But you can buy more of them, which is cool, and they look like that, the little white square. So that goes in here, the black one behind it, and then there's a filter. But it's just so hard to get all in here, like to clean. It's just ridiculous to clean. So I just wanted to show you guys that. Like I said, it's really hard to clean and take care of. So that's how I came up with the score of, an overall score, sorry, of 6 out of 10. Anyway, I'll show you now what my tank looks like after I got rid of the filter and the light, and I like it a lot better like this. And I like the tank. It's really still nice looking. Like, I don't regret buying it. I'm glad I have that tank. It's really cool and stuff. But I kind of wish I would have known this before, or maybe done more research, because then maybe I would put a different fish in it or something. But anyway, so I'm going to show you that now. So here is the Fluvial Chi now that I replaced the filter and the light. Well, okay, first of all, you can see how much lighter it is. But now there's a lot of empty spots because that's where the giant cube was. So now you can kind of see the filter. So I'm going to put more plants there to replace it, which will be in probably one of my next videos. But it's much cleaner and actually kind of looks bigger too. So the light's by Aquaneat. And it's really cool. It's like $13 or something like that. I can link it below. See? He's being so cute. Hi, Finny. He's coming into this corner because he wants food. Here's the filter that I decided. It's by Aqueon. It's a hang-on back filter. But it's cool. It's not as aesthetically pleasing as the full Fluvial Chi is. But this is just keeps the tank cleaner. And I'll take it because at least you can freaking see it with the new light. So I realized that I never said goodbye, so I wanted to say goodbye and thank you for watching my video, and hope to see you in the next one.